welcome back. We have our next guest, and I am so excited. We have Marc D'Amelio. I'm going to say it in my country southern way, and I'm going to let him say it in his sophisticated way.
You said it perfectly.
I did? Okay. Yeah. But what's like the Italian way?
D'Amelio.
See, that sounds so much better. So much better. Okay, so our last guest was Bryce Hall.
He was here?
Yes.
He's here?
Yeah, he's super hungover. So he showed up, he was like, I'm dying. We got like 10 minutes. I was like, all right, this is good. You need to recoup for tonight. So he's playing. He swears he's gonna win.
He's good.
But maybe I'm hoping he's too hungover.
Yeah.
I'm hoping he's too hungover for this. Yes.
Oh.
I'm playing.
Let's go.
Mom and Dad are playing.
I saw that.
And my grandmother is playing. Yes.
All right, I'll try to not knock out any of your
she was like, I'm the oldest one here. They need to have mercy on the old woman, and they need to let me win. I was like, that's not how this works.
Dixie was here last time, and I talked with her today as I was coming in, and she's like, I want to do the next one. She loved it.
It's so much fun.
Like my daughters and Bryce kind of grew up social media.
Well, the whole TikTok era is crazy.
Yeah.
Insane.
And he's actually become like my favorite.
Really?
Yeah. And I was probably a little hard on him because I was like, dads weren't.
The protective dad.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, over my daughters.
Yes.
And then I've actually built a really good relationship with him. And he's
That is awesome.
He's awesome.
So, okay, now obviously your daughters, everyone knows who your daughters are. First off, they're awesome, gorgeous, amazing. But being a dad of two daughters that are like in the spotlight like they are, how difficult is that?
It's the worst.
I try to understand where my dad's coming from, because my dad will people will comment something negative about me and he'll fire back at them. And he gets so protective. He's like, say what you want to say about me, but not my kid.
Yeah, and I felt that way, but it was my kids were front and center.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I would, it's like, you know what whack-a-mole is? That
yes.
game you play? So when we first started this, it was a lot of whack-a-mole. Like you would come out, and I'd be protective over everybody, whether it was anybody that I was associated with. But when you hit here, two pop up, and then you're like this, and then you start. Yeah. So we've kind of taken the position that unless someone is saying something that's violent or total defamation.
Yes.
You
just let it go.
I got it.
You have to, or you will go crazy.
Most of the time, all they're trying to get is a reaction. You give them a reaction, they're getting exactly what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So now you guys, obviously your daughters were front and center, and then y'all did a reality show. You see how I said y'all? So, and as for people that don't know, his wife is from Louisiana. So, and they live in LA now. I'm not going to hold that against you. But
you should.
You should. That's amazing. So y'all had your reality show, and how was that experience?
So on social media, people have an opinion about you. And
yes.
my view was dude, we're this family from Connecticut. I don't know what a normal family is, but I think we're somewhat normal.
We think we're normal, and we're not normal.
Yeah.
We're batshit crazy compared. People are like, that's normal. To us, it is.
Yeah. So I was just like, if people are going to say things about us, we might as well just put it out there.
And you might as well monetize off of it.
Yeah. And that's what we did. So it was fun, but it's still, they're trying to, we're not that crazy family. We have a ton of fun, ton of love, but it just was never what a reality show should be. When you think of reality shows,
think drama.
You think of D'Amelios, and we're not. Yeah.
And so what was the highlight of the whole experience?
Just getting, I don't know that we realize the highlight. I think the highlight is going to be when Charlie and Dixie have kids and we're sitting around.
You have your own home video.
Christmas Day.
Yes.
I'm going to be like, hey, do you guys know we had a show on TV? And they're going to be, what's TV? And then
right.
And so I don't know. I always say, people are like, do you regret uprooting your family from the East Coast? And I'm like, the story's not written yet. I don't know whether we do or not yet. I know we've had a boatload of fun. I get to do cool stuff like this.
Yeah.
But you guys know, man, it's being
a lot.
In the public eye is
not at that point, you're free game for everyone to come after, say whatever they want to say, create a narrative that's not necessarily the truth.
Yeah.
And then you can only live in that space for so long until you're like, this is not my truth.
Yeah.
Like, I will speak my truth, but all of this that's happened is not it.
Yeah, and you can't, honestly, like, I think you guys are a little bit different, but for us, for a long time with cancel culture, like, we didn't speak the truth. We were
Brutal.
just, you get into a situation where I'm looking at myself and I'm a shell of the person I used to be because I can't say anything.
You're like handcuffed.
If I cured cancer, they would say you didn't cure it fast enough. If I donate $50,000 to a charity, it's either the wrong charity, you didn't donate enough. So
or you didn't do it for the right reasons.
Yes,
it's a gazillion. You can never do anything right, which is so difficult. And so going from like a businessman to this world of entertainment, what was that transition like?
It was, I wouldn't say it was easy, but I definitely put an East Coast perspective on things. And I think a lot of times people would say, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, like, why not? Like, why can't we do that? And I said, well, that's just not the way it's done. And I was like, I don't care. Like, it just doesn't make sense. So that was the one thing. And I think I definitely depended on, I was scared to mess it up for my kids. And I think with that, I put a lot of faith in people that were in Hollywood, and I probably should have just been like, hey, I don't know anything, but I still think
you still have to have your hand in it.
Yes.
Because no one's going to protect or love your kids like you do, and everyone else views them as a paycheck and what they can get, and that's the difficult part. I will never forget like filming our show. And they never wanted you to tell the full truth, you know? Like for us, it was more of a comedy. So they needed to have it be funny 24/7. And I just remember like crying to my parents. I was like, just isn't the truth. Like, I just want to say what I want to say. And my parents were like, the moment you realize that these people don't care about you, the easier this job will be. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, they don't care about me.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Because I'm from the East Coast. I'm Italian. I'm all about family. And I have friendships that are 50 years, 40 years long.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm in LA. These guys love us. They're there. They're our people.
Yeah.
And, you know, I use the term with my kids all the time. Like, dude, there's two people that have, aside from my mom and other family members, there's two people that have unconditional love for you. And you know what unconditional love is? Unconditional love is if you absolutely do the worst thing,
you still don't question that person's love for you.
I'm there. And watch what happens when there's a little bit of an issue. Watch how everybody just...
And they do. We realize that firsthand.
Once you can stop giving, then that's when they move on to the next person.
Yeah, it's brutal. So and your daughters, they've been very outspoken, just like their personal struggles and things they've gone through and mental health. How do you, like, as a father, watching them be so public about that, how do you feel?
I love it. I mean, I love it from the standpoint...
Because generationally, it's totally different.
Yes.
Like, my dad is like, no, you don't need to put that out there for the world to see, you know, X, Y, and Z. But then my generation, I say, we've done a lot of screwed up stuff, a lot, that I'm like going to be ashamed to say that my generation was responsible for. But we've done a really good job at normalizing it's okay to not be okay, and to like, go get therapy, go do this, go better yourself. And I absolutely love that. I'm not going to lie. It's crazy how the number on the bathroom scale can absolutely ruin your day. Trust me, it's coming from someone who knows. But I made an exciting discovery that changes all of that. I stopped focusing on the actual number of my weight and put my energy into reshaping and rediscovering my body's true potential. Creatone by Brickhouse Nutrition was created by doctors specifically for women. Creatone helps me look more toned, defined, and sculpted without increasing diet and exercise. Yes, without increasing diet and exercise. Creatone is radically different from Guy's creatine. It's designed for women with pure creatine and patented ingredients that reshape your body so you look leaner, trimmer, and more toned. No water retention, no weight gain, and no bulking up. And it boosts metabolism to help you burn fat. That's obviously a plus. Break up with your bathroom scale and watch how fast creatine can help you look leaner, toned, and sculpted. Let's get you started with 20% off your first order. Visit tonetoday.com and use my code UNLOCKED for your discount. Again, use code UNLOCKED to save 20% at tonetoday.com. That's TONE today.com. If you've been following me or listening to Unlocked, then you know when it comes to the health journey, I'm so up and down. Like, I'll eat really healthy, then I'll eat crappy, then I'll eat really healthy. And well, now I'm back on my health journey. And in order for me to be healthy, I have to consume a ton of protein. That's why I'm so excited about Omaha Steaks. They are USDA certified tender steaks. They also have juicy burgers, cozy and convenient comfort meals, plus tailgating favorites like chicken wings and smash burgers. Omaha Steaks offers unrivaled quality and variety, and every bite is backed by their 100% guarantee. Right now, it's the perfect time to stock up with the exceptional handcrafted flavor and convenience of Omaha Steaks. Every steak is perfectly aged to maximize tenderness and hand-cut by master butchers in America's heartland. Omaha Steaks delivers an exclusive lineup of USDA certified tender steaks, and their fan-favorite fillets have achieved the distinction of USDA certified very tender. I also love that Omaha Steaks has been America's original butcher since 1917, a family-owned company with over 100 years of expertise in the meat industry. I guess I'm here to say, get fired up for grilling with Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com for 50% off site-wide during their Red Hot sale event. And for an extra $35 off, use promo code UNLOCKED at checkout. That's 50% off at omahasteaks.com and an extra $35 off with promo code UNLOCKED at checkout. See the site for details.
Your parents and I are Generation X, and we just kind of did things without supervision. And I think for that reason, so many people that are my age wanted to give their kids more.
Yes.
And I think that's a blessing and a curse. I think the fact that we were so protecting made people, I don't want to say it made them weak. That's not what I'm saying. I just think
when you're always there to catch them when they fall, it's kind of,
yeah.
I say the greatest thing that could have ever happened to us was my parents going to prison, honestly. I'm like, because it forced us to grow up, do things like
I said I would never be, as grown up as I am, because I'm 19, but if people talk to me, they're like, he's not 19.
I didn't think you were 19.
Yeah, he is, and that's the thing.
I thought he would have been your older brother.
Exactly, right?
It forced us to grow up, and it forced me as a man to step in and be like, you have no other choice. You have to do this.
I think there's a balance, right? I think the fact that my daughters and other people, like, we couldn't, when we were younger, say like, hey, I didn't know what anxiety was.
No.
I didn't know what a panic attack was. But we had them. We just were scared to go home and tell our parents.
Because you were told to suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think but I think there's hopefully the next generation, when my kids have kids or you have kids, it'll be a combination. You'll be a little bit remember what your dad said and give them a little kick in the ass, but also be able to be nurturing.
Yeah, because I don't want a weak child. I'm like, I can't do that. I was like, for me, I went and fought the frickin' federal government. I was like, I need a kid that can do that too, because I cannot do the weak crying about everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like us being in the public eye though has desensitized us a lot, because I'll see people, or like my friends, somebody will comment something negative and they're like pissed off, and I'm like, dude, you know how many DMs, comments I get like that a day? I said, I don't give a damn what some random person said about me.
It's hard. It's hard, especially sometimes the truth is hard, because when all of a sudden in your mind, your weaknesses, and someone will point them out, and you're
that's tough.
And you're like, they hit it.
They hit it right on the head. And was it hard when your kids started making their own money? Because I know my parents said, when we started making our own money, it was hard because they no longer had the control that they once had.
It's not as much the control. It's the fact that there's that point where kids, not all kids go to college, but whatever they do, there's that point where they still got to come home. They still got to, and you have that time to nurture them and to talk with them. And yeah, it hit me harder, not from a control standpoint, from a like, dude, they don't friggin' need me at all.
Yeah.
Like,
when you go like 18 years, however long of your child, like, hey, I need you. Can you help me with this? Can you do this? Can you do that? And then it's like in the flip of a switch, especially in the modern day age of social media, where you can make $1 gazillion off TikTok and all these other brand endorsements. And then you're like, oh, wait, you're not asking me? Are you sure you don't need my help?
So the other day, Dixie actually got off my Apple account. And I was like, because I was like, hey, you're still on. And she ended up, and I'm like, no, I want to pay for your apps. I don't want to still do something for you. So
that is amazing. And so how old are they now?
Charlie is 21 and Dixie is going to be, I want to say 24.
Okay. So.
No, yes. She was born in 2001.
You start to lose track, That is
Dixie's
wild.
birthday is August 12th.
Mine's August 11th.
Really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Okay, so is she like the definition of a Leo? Do you know that whole terminology?
Give me like a few.
Aaron, like a firecracker, like tells it how it is.
I just think of you, whatever you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the tools I've personally seen make a huge difference for business owners is Quo, formerly OpenPhone. It's the same great business phone system you've heard me talk about before, just with a new name. And here's why it matters. Quo, formerly OpenPhone, is the #1 business phone system that streamlines your customer communications. It works through an app on your phone or computer, so no more carrying 2 phones or using an ancient landline. With Quo, your team can share one number and collaborate on customer calls and text, like a shared inbox, so anyone can jump in and keep response times fast. Forget voicemail. Quo's built-in AI agent can be set up in minutes to handle calls after hours, answer questions, and capture leads, so you never miss a customer. Whether you're a solo operator drowning in calls and text, or have a large team that needs better collaboration tools, Quo is a no-brainer. See why over 90,000 businesses trust Quo, formerly OpenPhone. Get started for free. Plus, get 20% off your first 6 months at quo.com/Savannah. That's QUO.com/Savannah. And if you have existing numbers with another service, Quo will port them over at no extra cost. Quo, no missed calls, no missed customers. All right, guys, fall is in full swing, and it's the perfect time to refresh your wardrobe with pieces that feel as good as they look. Luckily, Quince makes it easy to look polished, stay warm, and save big without compromising on quality. Quince has all the elevated essentials for fall. Think 100% Mongolian cashmere from $50, washable silk tops, and skirts, which the skirts, y'all, are my favorite. They come in such gorgeous colors. And perfectly tailored denim, all at prices that feel too good to be true. Now, for me, I am absolutely obsessed with their 100% organic cotton oversized cardigan. And this is their best seller, and it's back in stock. So you better run and get it now while you can. It comes in like 4 different colors, and you best bet I have it in every single color because it is that comfortable and it has the ability to elevate a little bit of a casual look. I absolutely love it. I also love that Quince partners directly with ethical top-tier factories and cutting out the middleman. Quince cuts out the middleman to deliver luxury quality pieces at half the price of similar brands. It's the kind of wardrobe upgrade that feels smart, stylish, and effortless. So keep it classic and cozy this fall with long-lasting staples from Quince. Go to quince.com/unlocked for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/unlocked to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/unlocked.
You guys went through this. When did you guys start becoming popular?
So our show aired, I think it was 2012.
So I was 6.
Yeah, you were 6, so which is crazy.
Yeah, see, it's
like
little,
he's grown up in it, which I feel bad.
Because Charlie we were sitting in Connecticut. I'm in the clothing business. I had an office in New York. We were living in Connecticut, and we were kind of done. Like the kids were in high school, and Heidi and I were
living life,
being empty nesters, and then all of a sudden this thing happened, and it like. The other thing with the girls, and for you guys, you didn't ask for this. My girls didn't ask for this. It just kind of happened.
Yes.
And it's different, I think, with that, because when you don't ask for it and it happens, it's kind of like, do I want this? Do I not want it? I like this part of it? I don't like this part of it.
Yes.
But it wasn't like, come on, Dad, I want to go to LA and be famous. Like, we've never said that. It just,
like I said, social media has a way of like one little thing and you can skyrocket and take off and be... It's crazy.
I mean, when my dad got out of his summer camp.
Summer camp for 2 years.
We made a TikTok to a song that said, I went to college and he went to jail. One was a dorm room, one was a cell. And it got like 10 million views. And I jumped from 600,000 followers to 1 million followers.
Like on TikTok. And he just started the whole TikTok thing. And he was like, overnight.
I can't stand it. Like I post.
Wait, why not?
I just don't. It's not who I am.
Because he grew up in it.
And I post once a month. And I'll post one time and it'll get 4 million views, but then I won't post for another month.
Yeah,
it's crazy. And I keep telling him, I'm like, hey, you do know you can monetize off that really well.
And for Heidi and I, like it was weird. When we started on TikTok, I got on it and people were like, oh, why is it dad? Because there was no adults on it. But I was just, I was into social media. I saw what happened with Vine. And also, I kind of wanted to keep an eye on the people that were looking at my kids.
Yes.
So I got entrenched in it, but then we skyrocketed.
Yes.
And then I backed off. And I see people be like, people will say, when he posts, he doesn't get, because I don't do it, but but if you want to do something with me, we could definitely.
Come on, do it.
Let's do it.
You know, so with the show, I know one of the biggest misconceptions about our show and my parents was that when we got paid, that they just got paid and we didn't, which is so not true. Like we all got paid. Was it the same for you guys? Like your daughters got paid, you got paid?
So this is how we did it. If Charlie got a deal, it was her deal.
Yeah.
If Dixie got a deal, it was her deal. Mm-hmm. If we did something as a family, we split it.
Yeah.
And that was it. And this way, so the show, we did it as a family and we split it. But it was never about
money.
Yeah. Never. For us, which is lucky. We were fortunate. Like I had a career but when it happened in the fall of 2019. And we were just coming out to LA kind of goofing around.
Yeah.
And we signed with an agent, and then 2020 happened, and we were still coming out to LA, and then the pandemic happened, and we were sitting in Connecticut, and Charlie came into my room and was like, Dad? And I said, yes, Charlie. And she said, if we're going to quarantine here, wouldn't it be better to quarantine in LA? And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. Like, dude, she's the best seller because of the weather.
Yes, the weather, I guess.
But yeah, it was never... and the girls have done great, and they can do whatever they want.
This episode of Unlocked is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states. I don't know about you guys, but I am loving the cooler weather here in Nashville. It makes me so excited for fall, and I'm not only excited about the cooler weather, I'm also excited about the wardrobe. Fall style is all about layering, and there's no better base layer than high-quality, comfortable shapewear. Whether you're dressing up for weddings and date nights or getting cozy in sweaters and boots, let's talk about what's underneath, because the right shapewear makes everything look and feel better. Today's episode is brought to you by Honey Love, the brand redefining modern shapewear with real comfort and serious support. Honey Love's targeted compression works with your body, not against it, giving you sculpted support where it counts, and easing up where you need a little flexibility. And thanks to flexible boning hidden in the side seams, it actually stays put. No rolling, no adjusting, no awkward tugging under your layers, no matter how much you move. These pieces are lingerie inspired and designed to be as beautiful as they are effective. So whether you're slipping into a fall dress or just want to feel confident under your everyday favorites, Honeylove has your back, your curves, and your comfort covered. I absolutely love their Superpower short. It is seriously the go-to. It's also their bestseller. It has targeted compression technology that distinguishes between areas where you want more support and areas you just need a little less compression. Their Signature X targets and sculpts your midsection without squeezing your natural curves. It's designed to work with your body. And here's the best part. For a limited time, you can save 20% off your entire order with our exclusive link, honeylove.com/unlocked. Support the show and elevate your fall wardrobe at honeylove.com/unlocked. Treat yourself to the most comfortable shapewear on earth and save 20% off site-wide at honeylove.com/unlocked. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off, honeylove.com/unlocked. After your purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Experience the new standard in shapewear with Honeylove. Has it been hard working with family?
Yes.
What would you say is the hardest part about it?
So the balance is like, I have your dad's perspective, right? And I know that for whatever reason, whether it's talent, dumb luck, we've been blessed with this opportunity.
Yep.
And this opportunity is fragile. And what I didn't want to happen is my kids to come back to me 10 years later and be like, Dad, what happened? And me say, you didn't give a shit and you didn't want to do this.
Yep.
And you didn't want, and you
it's
didn't,
a job.
You didn't, this is serious. And that was what, and so to balance as a dad, to balance the pushing, not for the money's sake, but the opportunity's sake to have longevity and to see where this goes. Because I knew that whether Charlie wanted to be, or Dixie wanted to be a college professor or a doctor or an actress, that this road, whether it's financial or following, is a road to get you the ability to do whatever you want.
Exactly.
And I wanted to protect that.
Yes.
Like a head start.
And with that, sometimes we would bump heads, but it was never about what the public thinks.
Exactly.
Dad is trying to.
No.
I don't give.
No, because you want your child to be successful, and especially as a father of a daughter, I think for me, and my dad always instilled in me, you need to have your own thing. You need to be successful in your own right, so that when you do find someone that you want to end up with for the rest of your life, you have the ability, if you get married, and he's never encouraged divorce, but he's like, I never want you to stay in a marriage just because of money, or just because you feel like you can't get out, or you need to have your own thing and protect that so you can make clear decisions.
And I love that. And I think anybody that knows us, like I built a family situation that was idyllic in a way that was almost, but I knew that's what I wanted. My parents were divorced, but not to be, my dad went to jail twice, and I dealt.
See, look, we've got something in common.
I think it's important, but I wanted to have, for whatever the term is, I don't even know what it means, but a traditional family.
You wanted your own safe space that you knew was healthy and different than maybe what you came from in certain aspects, and we've talked about that. It's like having your own thing that you can not control, but that you can feel safe and know that you're not going to repeat cycles.
Yes, and I led by example, and I think which I don't know that Charlie has said it as much, but Dixie's been like, Dad, it's hard for me because I've seen the way you treat Mom and how you treat other people. And I'm like, dude, that's what I wanted to set up for you. So your standards are high in an arrogant way that you just know, like I'm going to open the door for your mom. I'm going to do things that
minimum.
are traditional. And, they didn't hear me raising look, I'm Italian, so we're loud. But never disrespectful, never I put my wife on a pedestal, and same thing. Like there's parents that the wife will like disrespect the husband, and like we just never did that.
Like I don't understand. I can't do that. Yeah, no. Good for you. I love that. You're setting a good example for your children.
I hope so.
That is amazing. Well, thank you for just showing up and doing this. You are like my favorite. I love you. You're so full of life and you have great advice.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you.
Awesome. You guys are great. Appreciate it.
Thank you.